한류를 이끌며 한국 드라마를 전 세계에 알리는데 결정적인 역할을
Lovely viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is one that has captured the hearts of millions around the world. It's not just about fame, awards, or success. It's about love, sincerity, and the kind of emotion that makes even the toughest souls tear up. We're talking about Lee Min-ho's emotional acceptance speech that revealed his deep love for Song Hye Kyo and their beautiful family. What started as a simple award night quickly turned into one of the most heartwarming and unforgettable moments in Korean entertainment history. So, grab your seat and let's dive into every heartfelt second of that night together. The night was electric. Cameras flashing, fans screaming, celebrities dazzling in their glamorous outfits. Yet when Lee Min-ho stepped onto that stage, everything else seemed to fade into silence. The actor, known for his calm confidence and charming presence, looked visibly emotional as his name was called for the Best Actor of the Year award. The audience rose to their feet in applause, but instead of his usual bright smile, there was something softer, more vulnerable in his eyes. It wasn't just pride, it was gratitude, love, and an overwhelming sense of fulfillment. As he held the golden trophy in his hand, he paused for a moment, as though searching for the right words. The crowd quieted, waiting for him to speak. And then, in that steady, heartfelt voice that fans around the world adore, Lee Min-ho began to speak. Not to the cameras, not to the industry, but to the people who truly mattered most to him. "This award," he said, "isn't just mine. It belongs to the people who believed in me when I stopped believing in myself. It belongs to my family, and most especially, to the woman who makes every day worth living." The room erupted in gasps and murmurs. Everyone knew who he was referring to, Song Hye Kyo. His beloved wife, Muse, and the woman who had been his constant support through every high and low. Lee Min-ho smiled gently, his eyes glistening with emotion. "Song Hye Kyo," he continued, "you've been my light in the darkest times, my calm when life becomes too loud. I don't say it enough in public, but tonight I want the whole world to know. I love you deeply." At that very moment, cameras turned toward Song Hye Kyo, who was seated among the audience. She looked breathtaking, dressed elegantly, yet her eyes shimmered with tears. Fans watching from home could feel the tenderness between them. This wasn't just another celebrity couple. This was love, pure and unfiltered. Song Hye Kyo placed a hand over her heart, smiling shyly as if the entire world had disappeared and it was just the two of them. Lee Min-ho went on to speak about their family, his voice breaking slightly as he mentioned their child. "And to our little one," he said with a soft chuckle, "you might not understand this now, but one day you'll see this moment and know how much your parents love you. You are the greatest award of my life." The audience melted. Many couldn't hold back their own tears as they saw the sincerity written all over his face. It wasn't a rehearsed speech or a PR moment. It was genuine emotion pouring straight from his heart. The applause that followed was thunderous. Fellow actors stood up, clapping, some even wiping tears from their eyes. Song Hye Kyo joined the standing ovation, her smile wide but trembling. When the camera panned back to Lee Min-ho, he seemed humbled, bowing deeply before saying one final line that would echo across social media for days. "To my wife and our family, you are my forever inspiration. Thank you for loving me." Lovely viewers, those few minutes were enough to send fans into an emotional frenzy. Clips of his speech went viral almost instantly. Hashtags like hashtag Lee Min-ho love speech and hashtag Min-hyo forever began trending globally within hours. Fans from around the world flooded social media with emotional comments, celebrating the couple's authenticity. "He didn't just win an award tonight," one fan tweeted. "He won our hearts all over again." Even the award show hosts were visibly moved. During the backstage interview that followed, Lee Min-ho admitted that he hadn't planned to get emotional. "But when I looked at her," he said softly, referring to Song Hye Kyo, "I realized that everything I've achieved began with her support. She's the reason I kept going." His words sent chills through everyone watching. That kind of love, the kind that lifts you up, that grounds you, that becomes your reason to fight, is rare. And seeing it shared so openly by two of Korea's biggest stars made the moment even more special. Later that night, behind the scenes, the two were caught in a candid moment that melted even the coldest hearts. Song Hye Kyo was seen hugging Lee Min-ho tightly, whispering something into his ear that made him laugh through his tears. The photographers captured that perfect moment. No glamour, no performance, just real love between two souls who had weathered storms together. Fans who saw the photos couldn't help but gush over how genuine their bond looked. As the couple left the event hand in hand, the flashes of cameras followed them, but they didn't seem to mind. Lee Min-ho gently placed his arm around Song Hye Kyo's shoulder, protecting her from the crowd as they walked toward their car. Every movement spoke volumes. A quiet message that beyond the fame, beyond the spotlight, they were a family grounded in love and mutual respect. In the days that followed, various entertainment outlets couldn't stop replaying his acceptance speech. It wasn't just about his success as an actor. It was about vulnerability, gratitude, and what it means to cherish someone publicly and unapologetically. Song Hye Kyo herself later posted a subtle response on her social media. She shared a photo of the award sitting on their living room table beside a vase of fresh flowers, captioned simply with a heart emoji and the words, "Proud of you." Fans melted again, flooding the comment section with congratulations and heartfelt wishes for their continued happiness. Lovely viewers, what made that night truly magical wasn't the glitz or glamour. It was witnessing a man so accomplished, so admired, allow himself to be vulnerable for the world to see. Lee Min-ho reminded everyone that even in an industry where appearances often overshadow emotion, true love still stands tall. And in Song Hye Kyo, he's found a partner who matches his strength, his tenderness, and his heart. Many longtime fans recalled how far both of them had come. From years of speculation about their relationship to finally embracing their love openly, this was a full-circle moment. And it wasn't just about them anymore. It was about their shared journey as a family, their commitment to raising their child in love, and the way they continue to inspire millions to believe in lasting love even in the harshest spotlight. Lee Min-ho's emotional speech was more than just a thank you. It was a declaration, a promise that fame will never come before family, that love will always be his greatest achievement, and that every milestone he reaches will be shared with the people who've walked beside him from the start. Fans are still replaying that video clip over and over again, some saying they've never seen him so raw and honest. And truthfully, that's what makes this moment so unforgettable. It showed us that behind the cameras and fame, Lee Min-ho is not just a global superstar. He's a devoted husband, a loving father, and a man who wears his heart proudly for the world to see. That night may have ended with applause and flashing lights, but what followed in the days and weeks after left fans more in love with this couple than ever before. Many people couldn't stop talking about how pure that speech was, how unfiltered and real his emotions seemed, and how much it showed that Lee Min-ho's heart truly belongs to Song Hye Kyo and their family. The following morning, photos of the couple leaving their home together made headlines again. It was a simple scene. Lee Min-ho carrying their little one in his arms while Song Hye Kyo held his hand, smiling warmly as they stepped out into the morning sun. There was something so peaceful about it, as though the world had finally caught a glimpse of what real happiness looks like. Fans who saw those photos online flooded the comment sections with love and admiration. "This is what love looks like," one person wrote. "He's not just a superstar. He's a husband and a father who's completely devoted to his family." The media, of course, couldn't get enough of their story. Interviews, opinion pieces, and feature articles began popping up everywhere. People wanted to understand how two of Korea's biggest stars managed to build such a strong and genuine bond in a world that often pulls couples apart. In one exclusive interview, a close friend of the couple shared a sweet detail. "They're inseparable. Even when they're both working on different projects, they make time for nightly video calls. Lee Min-ho always says he can't sleep until he's heard Hye Kyo's voice." That simple confession sent fans into an emotional frenzy once again. Behind all the glamour, the two live quite a grounded life. Song Hye Kyo, known for her elegance and grace, has often said that her happiest moments are not on red carpets or film sets but at home with her family. And after Lee Min-ho's heartfelt speech, she reportedly told a close friend that she was both proud and touched. "It's not easy for him to be so open," she said, But that's who he is. He loves deeply and never hides it. Those words perfectly sum up what fans saw that night on stage. Lovely viewers, as the days went by, people began sharing clips and edits of the emotional moment online. Some added background music, others added subtitles, and soon enough, the clip had reached millions of views. International fans, from Japan to Brazil to the Philippines, commented on how love truly transcends language. Even those who didn't speak Korean said they could feel every bit of emotion in his voice. It was as if his words didn't need translation. They were spoken straight from the heart. What made the continuation of their story even more special was how the couple responded to all the attention. Instead of basking in the spotlight, they continued to show humility and warmth. Lee Min-ho shared a post a few days later. A candid picture of him, Hye Kyo, and their little one sitting on the couch, watching something together. His caption was simple: "Home is my favorite award." That line alone melted millions of hearts. Fans commented, "You've already won in life. And this is what happiness looks like." Hye Kyo also posted something subtle but equally touching. A photo of the three of them holding hands, only their shadows visible on the pavement. Her caption read, "Where love leads, we follow." It was poetic, gentle, and full of emotion, perfectly matching her elegant personality. Lovely viewers, isn't it beautiful how they both express love in such genuine, quiet ways? Entertainment reporters began calling this period the Min-hyo era of love, because it seemed like the entire world was rooting for them. They became the symbol of hope, proof that love can survive fame, distance, and pressure. Fans started creating art, letters, and even songs inspired by that award night speech. One fan wrote, "Lee Min-ho reminded us that real men are not afraid to show emotion, and real love doesn't need to be hidden." In another interview weeks later, when asked about that emotional speech, Lee Min-ho smiled shyly and said, "I didn't plan any of it. I just spoke from my heart. When I saw Hye Kyo sitting there smiling at me, I felt like I owed her more than words can ever express. She's my partner, my best friend, my everything." That statement became one of the most quoted lines across social media. Fans said it sounded like something straight out of a romantic drama, but this wasn't fiction. This was real. Lovely viewers, as the months rolled on, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo continued to give small glimpses of their happy family life. Whether it was attending charity events together, or being spotted on cozy family outings, they carried themselves with grace and simplicity. There were reports of the couple visiting an orphanage quietly, donating toys and essentials without any media coverage. One volunteer shared that Lee Min-ho said, "Children remind me of what love should always feel like, pure and unconditional." That statement only deepened fans' admiration for him. And then came a touching moment when Hye Kyo returned to the screen for a new project. During a press conference, she was asked if her husband had given her any advice before filming. She smiled and said, "He told me to just be myself. That's the version of me he fell in love with." The crowd erupted in laughter and applause, and fans online couldn't stop calling them the definition of couple goals. Their love story has inspired not only fans but also younger celebrities who look up to them as examples of balance, trust, and humility. Many junior actors have openly said they hope to have a relationship as grounded and respectful as Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo's. It's truly heartwarming to see how their love has turned into a source of inspiration for others. Lovely viewers, it's also been said that after that unforgettable award speech, Lee Min-ho started writing a journal, a private one that he plans to gift Hye Kyo someday. According to a close friend, he fills it with moments, thoughts, and letters addressed to her and their child. He says it's his way of keeping track of gratitude, the friend revealed. Imagine how beautiful it must be. Pages filled with love, family memories, and the words of a man who never takes his blessings for granted. Weeks after the award ceremony, Hye Kyo surprised him with something equally heartfelt, a painting she created herself. It depicted the stage from that night, with a silhouette of Lee Min-ho holding his award, looking out into the crowd. At the bottom she had written, "You didn't just win an award. You won my heart all over again." When fans got wind of that gift, Social media was flooded with emotional reactions. "They're living in their own K-drama," one comment read. "But this one has no script, it's real love." Lovely viewers, every little thing they do seems to remind the world that love is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about showing up for each other, celebrating each other's victories, and standing together through storms. And Lee Min-ho's emotional acceptance speech wasn't just a thank you to his wife. It was a promise that he will continue to love, honor, and cherish her and their family above all else. Their story didn't just end with that unforgettable speech or the few moments of tenderness that followed. It continues to blossom, evolving into something that feels larger than life, yet so beautifully human. Every little update, every public appearance, and every quiet glimpse into their world seems to paint a clearer picture of what real devotion looks like in a world that often forgets what it means to truly love. After that emotional award night and the weeks of public admiration that followed, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo slowly returned to their normal routine. But for those who've been paying attention, their version of normal is full of love's gentle consistency. They've been spotted together taking morning walks, sometimes pushing their child's stroller, sometimes just holding hands and smiling as if the world belonged only to them. Fans who occasionally glimpse them describe an energy that's hard to put into words: peaceful, strong, and deeply connected. One fan who saw them at a quiet cafe shared, "They looked so ordinary but so special at the same time." He was laughing about something, and she kept looking at him with that soft gaze you only give someone you truly love. That's the kind of love people dream about, isn't it, lovely viewers? The kind that doesn't need grand gestures or endless words. Just presence, just understanding. Not long after, the couple made a surprise appearance at a charity gala together. This time, Lee Min-ho wasn't there to receive an award. He was there to give back. During his brief speech, he mentioned how becoming a husband and father changed his view of success. "It's no longer about how much I achieve," he said, smiling at Hye Kyo who sat in the front row. "It's about how much I can give. My wife and child remind me every day that the most meaningful victories happen at home." The audience was once again in awe. It was as if that powerful emotional speech had opened a new chapter in his life, a chapter filled with quiet humility and even deeper love. After the gala, several behind-the-scenes clips surfaced online showing the two whispering and laughing together backstage. At one point, Lee Min-ho was seen fixing a loose strand of Hye Kyo's hair before placing a gentle kiss on her forehead. That small gesture, caught on camera, sent fans into an emotional spiral. "They look like they're still in their honeymoon phase," one comment read. "You can see the respect and tenderness in every look." And indeed, lovely viewers, even after all they've been through, years of rumors, the glare of fame, and life's challenges, they still look at each other with that same spark. In an interview soon after, Hye Kyo was asked how she felt about that now famous award night moment. She smiled softly and said, "When he said those words on stage, I realized something. It's not easy to find someone who chooses to love you publicly and privately with the same intensity. I felt grateful, but more than that, I felt proud to be loved by someone so sincere." Her words touched hearts around the world because they weren't just about romance. They were about respect, something every relationship needs to thrive. The love between Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo seems to radiate calmness, like a bond built not just on passion but on deep friendship. Those close to them often describe their home life as peaceful, full of laughter and small, meaningful routines. Lee Min-ho loves cooking breakfast on weekends, while Hye Kyo is said to enjoy taking candid photos of him and their child. She even joked in a past interview, "Our walls are covered in pictures I've taken of them. Sometimes he teases me that he feels like he's living with a photographer." Lovely viewers, doesn't that sound like the kind of love we all long for? Where home feels like a refuge, where even the simplest moments are filled with joy. That's what their story has come to represent. Not the flashiness of celebrity life, but the quiet, grounded love that endures.